Imagine this. You open your wallet and there's just one single dollar bill in it. That's it. No savings, no credit card, no backup plan. Just you, that $1, and an entire day ahead. Sounds impossible, right? Well, I decided to find out. And trust me, it got real very fast. I wanted to know how much could I really survive on if I stripped away all my usual spending habits. Could I stretch just $1 for 24 hours and still feel like a functioning human? Spoiler, I learned more about money and honestly about myself in that single day than in years of school. And by the end of this video, you'll see why this little experiment might actually change the way you think about every single dollar you earn. Here's the thing, when you've got 50 bucks in your pocket, you feel like you have options. But when you've got $1, you instantly start thinking differently. Every choice matters. Every cent feels like it's screaming for your attention. I walked into a store with my dollar and suddenly my brain went into survival mode. No snacks, no soda. Forget about fancy coffee. Even bread was too expensive. I had to think, what will give me the most calories and keep me full for the longest without breaking the bank? I ended up with a single banana. Yep, my big luxury meal for the morning, a banana. When money is limited, you automatically focus on needs over wants. And that's something most of us forget when we've got more to spend. When you only have $1, you become a mathematician without even trying. I was breaking down everything in my head. Okay, this is 37 cents, that's 49 cents. If I get this, I can't get that. It's crazy how in normal life, we just toss coins in a drawer and forget them. But in that moment, 10 cents was the difference between eating or going hungry. You start to respect money, even the tiny amounts, because you realize those tiny amounts add up faster than you think. Here's where it got interesting. I knew my banana wasn't going to last all day, so I started thinking outside the box. I remembered that there was a community center nearby that offered free tea and biscuits in the afternoon. Boom, that became my second meal. Later, I found out a local market was giving away leftover veggies before closing. Free dinner. When money disappears, your brain starts scanning for opportunities you'd usually ignore. And guess what? They've been there all along. When you stop relying on money, you start relying on resourcefulness. Now, here's the wild part. For most of the day, I felt more focused than usual. Sure, I was hungry, but I wasn't stressing about online shopping or grabbing takeout or whether I should buy that new gadget. I had one mission: survive on my dollar. And in a weird way, it was peaceful. It made me realize having more money doesn't always make life simpler. Sometimes it just gives you more choices to overthink. When I finally sat down that night with my free veggies and some rice a friend gave me, I felt grateful in a way I hadn't in years. That food wasn't just dinner. It was proof I made it through the day. Proof that I could adapt, think, and survive. And I started thinking about people who live like this every single day. Not as a challenge, but because they have no other choice. That hit me hard. Sometimes you need less to truly appreciate more. After this experiment, I started asking myself a simple question before buying anything. If I only had $1, would this be worth it? It's not about literally spending $1 a day forever. It's about making every purchase intentional. No more mindless spending. No more buying just because I feel like it. So here's what living on $1 taught me. 1. Money feels different when it's limited. You focus on needs, not wants. 2. Every cent counts. Those tiny amounts matter. 3. Creativity and resourcefulness can replace cash more often than you think. 4. More money doesn't automatically mean less stress. 5. Gratitude grows when you have less. It's not about the dollar. It's about the mindset. If you can respect a single dollar, you can respect 100. And if you can survive on almost nothing, you'll never feel powerless about money again. So here's my challenge to you. If you had to survive on just $1 for an entire day, what would you do? Drop your answer in the comments. Who knows? You might surprise yourself.